Assalamu alaikum girls, I hope all of you are fine. We were doing unit number 10 soil and a few topics of this chapters were left. This is the last lecture for this chapter. Today our topic of discussion is fertile soil. In our previous lecture also I discussed this thing with you that fertile soil is known as the good soil, and when we say that fertile soil is the good soil, it means that it is good for plants. It helps in the growth of plant. That means that it provides good food to the plant, because anything that grows needs food. So a fertile soil, the first thing it has is the food for the growing plants. Next thing, it has humus, and I told you earlier also that humus is the dead remains of plants and animals, and that are rich in nutrients, means it has some components that are very good for the growth of the plants. So if humus is present in a soil, it is known as a fertile soil. And then a fertile soil is also good in containing air and water. So a good quantity of water and a sufficient amount of air should also be a part of the soil to make it good for plants. So plants need all of these things like humus, air and water. So air and water is important for what is number one is for the plant's growth. So this soil is good because it is good for the plant, and then air and water present in the soil is also good for the animals which are living in the soil. So animals which are living in the soil, like different small insects, these they also require air and water within the soil to breathe and to feed themselves. And roots of the plants hold the soil particles together. So as a plant grows into a soil, it holds the soil particles together, and then good soil is contained within those roots of the plants. If somehow due to one reason or another we cut down the trees or plants, what will happen? That if we cut down the trees and there are no plants in the soil, there will be no roots that are holding tight the soil particles. So in that way, soil particles will not sticking to each other or stay together. They can be washed away by rain, or they can be blown away by wind. In that manner, they can lose their contents which make them fertile. So as a result, the soil will not remain fertile. It can lose its fertility. Okay, so the next topic which was discussed in the last lecture also, and I shared a video with all of you also. I hope you have all seen it, in which it was discussed different kinds of soil. So basically there are three kinds of soil. First is the sandy soil, second one is the clay soil, and the third is the loam. As the name suggests, sandy soil contains more, is look like this. It's dry, less water, more sand particles. So the properties of sandy soil include that it has more sand particles, a lot of air, and very less water, and it is not very good for the plants. Like the soil of the desert, there are very less plants in the desert, as you all see. So the sandy soil is not good for the growth of the plants. So not many plants grow in sandy soil. Coming to the clay soil has more quantity of the clay particles. It has little air but so much water. So as the properties also tell you that it have very tiny particles of clay, it has little air, a lot of water, and very great quantities of water do not allow plants to grow well. So it is also a soil in which not many plants grow. Excuse me. Next kind of soil is loam. Loam soil is the best soil for the plants, as it has mixture of both sand particles and clay particles. It has a lot of air, it has a lot of water, it has a lot of humus. So all of these things which are required for the plant growth, the loam soil have in it. So it becomes the best soil for the plant, and it is the favorite soil for the plants. Okay, next on page number 64, if you will see, there is an activity, and I want you all to just perform that activity. It is a very simple activity. the picture is not uploaded here, but it is a very simple activity. I want you to all to open your books and see page number 64. It is an activity to find out which is the best type of soil for the plants, and in that activity I want you to take help from your parents and just arrange apparatus like that which is shown in the picture, and read it carefully and perform it at home. So this is all for today. Now your classwork is that we will do 3 questions. The first is, what happens to the soil if we cut down trees? Answer is, soil can be easily washed away by rain and blown away by wind, making soil infertile. I have written these in different colors so that it will help you to learn more efficiently. Like, these are the highlighted words. These are the main points which you should learn, that it could be washed away by rain and blown away by wind and making it infertile. Question number 5 is, name different kinds of soil. That is the easy one: sandy soil, clay soil, and loam. And the last question is very easy: which is the best kind of soil for plants? The answer is loam. That brings us to the end of this chapter. This is all for this chapter. From the next class, inshallah, we will start the last chapter. And your homework is that just revise all the classwork and perform activity on page number 64 with your mothers at your home. That's all for today. Stay home, stay safe. Goodbye.